Our last high school speaker, Luna Munoz, birds aren't real.
Have you heard of the conspiracy theory that claims birds aren't real? You heard me. There's a movement online that claims birds are really government surveillance drones that have been spying on people since the 70s. Pigeons, cardinals, owls, all secret cameras. Now, don't worry, I haven't lost my mind. In reality, people who claim birds aren't real don't actually believe it. The birds aren't real movement is pure satire. It's a way for people to laugh at fake news. But something weird happened. What started as a joke turned into a real community. People attend rallies and meetups, talk through online forums and memes. People have even gotten birds aren't real tattoos. It's a community built on shared weirdness. People get to laugh, connect, and belong together. And it made me realize connection doesn't always have to be serious to be meaningful. The more I thought about it, the more I realized how often community starts in the strangest places. Let me back up for a second. For most of my life, I've been an introvert. Making friends and connecting with others has always been difficult. So imagine how I felt when my middle school life was interrupted by the pandemic. Everything shut down, and I didn't just feel invisible, I was literally alone. The days blended together, and like many others, I lost my sense of connection. But weirdly, that's when everything started to change for the better. Back in 8th grade, I became obsessed with a band, the Gorillas. I knew everything about them, but no one around me knew who they were, let alone wanted to talk about them with me. And that sucked because they were all that I wanted to talk about. But then I found the internet, and suddenly I saw people who loved the Gorillas just as much as I did. People debated the timeline of albums, argued over fictional band drama, and ranked songs like it was a life or death decision. My obsession no longer felt weird, it was welcome. It wasn't just about the band anymore. It was about what it felt to be seen. Even now, I'm in my junior year of high school. My interests have shifted, but I still keep up with the community. Because like I said, it's not about the music. It's about what it feels like to be understood. When we think of community, we tend to think of things like schools, clubs, and neighborhoods. Things that are structured, official, and respectable. And sure, those things are real and important, but the strongest communities I've seen didn't follow a rule book. They grow out of inside jokes, out of trends, out of shared weirdness and niche interests. They grow out of people not fitting in until they found each other. Community isn't what you talk about. It's how people make you feel when you're talking about it. Heard, valued, safe, even when you're talking about spy pigeons. The truth is, a community is just a group of people who agree that they matter to each other, whether that's over a playlist, a group chat, or some bizarre conspiracy theory. That's the best part. Something as made up as a conspiracy theory can still create something completely real. So if you're thinking to yourself, I don't have a community, maybe you just haven't recognized it yet. Maybe it doesn't look like a club or a classroom. Maybe it looks like the people who text you after a bad day, people who stay on call with you till 3 a.m., or the people who get your jokes. Make a list. When your list isn't limited to communities that are structured, you'll find that connection is everywhere. Don't wait for the community to be official. You'll find it in the places where you're free to be yourself, especially the weird parts, even if you think birds work for the CIA.